Today we will discuss about soil. In our previous lecture we have seen about what is soil, study of soil and the formation of soil, or you can say factor responsible for the formation of soil. In today's class we will discuss about composition of soil. As we know, soil is the topmost layer of earth which support to biota. Although the whole lithosphere is made up of solid structures, but what is found in soil which is responsible for the support of life? Then the answer is the soil is actually made up of four kind of components which are following. The first one is known as mineral matter. Second is known as organic matter. Third one is known as soil water. And the fourth part of the composition of soil is soil air. These four contains are essential for the soil and they have a specific kind of percentage so that the soil can be categorized as fertile or sterile soil. Now the percent mineral content, that is the inorganic content found in soil, this one is approximate 50 to 60% in amount. While organic matter, that forms 7 to 10% amount of soil, 15 to 25% space is occupied by water in soil, while soil air forms 25% to 35% part of soil. So, first of all, we will discuss about mineral matter. This one is also known as inorganic content found in soil. As I told you earlier, that make the maximum amount. In the case of mineral matter, approximate 25 elements are found in soil. Out of that, almost 16 to 17 elements are there which are essential for the plants. On the basis of mineral consumption, these minerals can be categorized as macro and micronutrient. The first one is macronutrient. The definition of macronutrient is they are utilized or taken by plants in high quantities, so known as macronutrients. These are approximate 9 in number, which are following: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, etc. But actually there is no need to write etc. I can write one more element there, which is sulfur. These are 9 macronutrients. Beside these macronutrients, micronutrients or trace elements are also. Although these are as essential as macronutrient, but these are required in a very small quantity. In the case of micronutrient, we can consider 7 to 8 micronutrients. These are following: iron, manganese, boron, nickel, copper, zinc, chlorine, etc. These are some specific micronutrients which are required to do various metabolism in plant, but a very little bit amount is required because they used to participate in enzymatic activity. The second soil content is organic matter. That makes 7 to 10% part. This is formed by dead and decaying matter. That dead matter is actually plant and animal remains along with excreta of animals which were further decomposed by microbes. Earlier this one is known as litter by partial decomposition. Later on that is formed as duff, and at the last that is transformed into humus. The whole process of formation of organic content is known as humification. That means by the microbial action, these dead contains are first of all transform into litter. Later on they will form duff, and after the full decomposition or complete decomposition, that is transformed into humus. This organic matter is helpful in the formation, or this one is helpful in production of plants that makes the soil fertile. I can write this important point like this: both organic and inorganic content make the soil fertile. Now the third part of soil is soil water. Water available in the soil is known as soil water, that makes 15 to 25% part of soil. Soil water usually found in following forms. The first kind of water form is known as runaway water. The water that drains away from the soil surface is known as runoff water or runaway water. It's not available to plants. The second category of water is known as gravitational water. It's amount of water that percolates downward under the force of gravity and reaches the water table. So this one participate in the formation of water table, but that is also not available to plants. While the third category is called as hygroscopic water. The water that is absorbed by soil surface is known as hygroscopic water. That's actually the amount, the humidity found in the air. That humidity can be held by soil particles. So you can write like this: water that is absorbed by soil surface. Again, the point remains same, because plant roots are not found at the surface, so that kind of water is also not available to plants. One more kind of water is found, that is known as crystalline water. This one is also known as chemically bounded water. Water that is usually bounded by some attraction force to various kind of chemicals, and that kind of bonds are not so easy to break down. So this kind of water is also not available to plants. I can write the example like CuSO4.5H2. So this hydrated copper sulfate, although you can see this one is hydrated copper sulfate, where you can see 5 molecules of waters are available, but that cannot be absorbed by plant because these are actually bounded by copper sulfate. So these 4 categories are not available to plants, while the last category is known as capillary water. It's water held up by capillary forces between the soil particles. So this one is the best water or best form of water which is available to plants. Plant usually absorb that kind of capillary water. Now the fourth category is soil air. Fourth component is soil air. That forms the 25 to 35% part of soil. and this one is essential for root respiration. If soil air is not available, then root cannot respire, and that's why root cannot be alive now. And because of the death of root, plants cannot absorb minerals from the soil. So basically, soil air is essential for the survival of plants as well as microbes found in the soil. One very important point which I want to tell you is about waterlogged soil. This one is a soil facing flood situation. In this case, actually soil air is replaced by water. And because of that, right now air is not available for root respiration. That's why the root will die. In the initial phase, root will die. And because of that, whole plant will die. This is over about various soil components. Thank you everyone.